All right, and the discussion for Don Quixote just finished. It was really good. You guys did very well. Again, you're doing very well. Lots of different perceptions on what you have read about Don Quixote. Some of you have read more on your own in other classes. Some of you have watched some movies or versions of it, and you know a little bit more. But there's all kinds of perceptions. He was a hero. For a lot of you, he was a little pitiful, sort of sad kind of character. He did have a sense of melancholic vibe around him, I think, but I don't know that as a person we should feel sad about him. But you can, obviously, you can feel whatever you want. I don't know that was the intention of Cervantes, given the political, social, and economic situation of its time, and when the work was written. Some of the messages may be interpreted differently by a modern audience. But definitely, yeah, some of the universal truths, if you will, about Don Quixote. He was, it's a work of contradictions and contrasts, if you wish. You have Sancho Panza, the chubby, short, loudmouth peasant, and you have the noble wannabe, skinny, tall, that acts on principles, and even though those principles and moral values are from the past, he still acts accordingly. And one of the most interesting interpretations that I ever read about Don Quixote is that he was actually the personification of the modern man. Is what we are today to an extent, because we want to believe that we are in charge of our destiny. And so maybe the only way he had for him to become what he wanted to be, which is a knight of the old kind, and this is a guy in the late 1500s, 1600s, early 1600s, that was writing about things from the Middle Ages. This mentality of Don Quixote as a nobleman rescuing ladies and fighting giants is a thing of the past, and yet that's what he wanted to be. So perhaps the only way for him to achieve that was through being crazy. That's the only way that he could pull in society. And so I don't know, it's just an interpretation, but it's an interesting one. And he is a modern man, and he is in charge of his destiny. It doesn't matter what they say. I mean, he does matter. He cares about what they say about him. It offends him. But he goes ahead and he acts on what he knows is right, even though it's a thing of the past. Sancho Panza is more realistic. He's a man of his time. He's like, oh, come on, that's not what we do these days. And he will just tell it in your face as it is, and in a simple yet very real way. So anyway, great discussions. You guys did very well with Don Quixote. It's so rich. Don Quixote has influenced so many people in the arts, in the painting, in literature, in movies. Don Quixote is a very influential work, and I'm glad you guys came exposed to it and had an opportunity to discuss it. All right, well, that's it for Don Quixote. We'll see you in the next discussion. Bye.